If you have never received Jesus Christ as your Lord, I'm not talking about, all right, look, just repeat this prayer after me and you're saved and go on and do whatever you want to do for the rest of your life. Hey, if you want to sin, go ahead. That's fine. You're covered under grace. Absolutely not. That's a false gospel and a false Christ and a false salvation.
That's right.
That's
Amen.
I'm saying it is.
That's right.
See, you get any of that wrong, you miss it. If you have a false Christ, that means you have a false gospel. And the Bible clearly talks about a false Christ and a false gospel. You get a false Christ, you get a false gospel, you get a false salvation. One of the worst states to be in is to be on this earth thinking, oh, I'm saved, and you're on your way going to hell. You say, Brother Cord, you think there's people like that?
Yeah.
We're going to look at what Jesus said. He said, hey, in that day, many will say, well, didn't we do wonderful works in your name? Didn't we perform miracles in your name? And Jesus will say, depart from me, ye workers of iniquity. I never knew you. He didn't say, I knew you and you fell away. He didn't say, I knew you at one point in time and then you got back into sin. He said, I never knew you. Period. I never knew you. You was never mine to start with.
That's right.
So, can you be deceived? Absolutely. That's the most dangerous state. Because then every time you hear the gospel, every time you hear about the blood and you hear about Jesus Christ, well, I already got that settled. I've already did that. I've already prayed that prayer. I've already done all those things. This ain't for me. I don't need to hear that. If that's the kind of attitude and spirit you have when you hear the preaching of the gospel of Jesus Christ, when you hear about the blood that he shed, if that bores you, my brother, you need to check yourself. You need to examine yourself. That should never get bored.
That's right.
So let's go right into it.
Amen.
Romans chapter 5.